Recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I appreciate the chairman of Judiciary Committee and also a committee I'm on, Natural Resources. This has been an ongoing issue, particularly in natural resources, when we come to the sue and settle situation. And I appreciate my friend from Georgia pointing out that there are groups that don't want rules, that are just out for themselves. And I, too, was against the Occupy Wall Street anarchy that was attempted. I have never here in support of Wall Street. I fought the Wall Street bailout tooth and nail when friends on the other side of the aisle, many of them were supporting both sides of the aisle. I'm not standing here for Wall Street. I'm standing here for fairness for American citizens across the country. That's what most people in both parties want. They want fairness. And when we have situations like here's a report that the tactic of sue and settle reached a zenith in Fish and Wildlife's 2011 mega settlement with the Center for Biological Diversity, Wild Earth Guardians, and other green groups over the Species Act. That agreement allowed Fish and Wildlife to claim it must take action on some 750 species covered by 85 legal actions. The deal's immediate effect was to tee up 250 species for full protection, including sweeping critical habitat designations that will restrict commercial and other use of millions of acres of private property. Look, the problem is when the judicial system is abused, and as a former litigator, judge, and chief justice, I know when litigants come before the court and they say we've reached an agreement and here it is, then the judge's hands are normally tied, sign off on the agreement. But when it is a sympathetic group wanting to take away private property rights from private property owners when they themselves have done nothing to produce or make that land profitable, and to do so unfairly without proper notice by going behind the landowner's back, filing a suit with a sympathetic agency like Fish and Wildlife, having the agreed judgment signed, and then all of a sudden the most affected people were not given notice. They have their property rights taken away. And I realize there are groups like Occupy Wall Street that don't want anybody having private property rights. Look, the Pilgrims tried it. It doesn't work when you just have a socialist system, share and share alike, because when you pay people the same thing to work and not work, then eventually people quit working. This bill is about fairness. What is wrong with giving notice to all of the people involved and letting them participate? That's the right thing to do. I yield back.